Good morning. It's still morning, I think. Good morning, everybody. Today, I've lost count of how many days I've been in Ireland, but welcome to day number 2 of being on the Dingle Peninsula. And we are out near Castle Gregory. Left my dad at the golf course again for his round, and we are just out here in the countryside looking for more cool countryside images. Yesterday the rain was just pounding and pounding and pounding, and we just had to give up the ghost because it was just too much. We were getting too wet and it was just no fun. Today there's still lots of clouds. We drove through a little bit of mist and a little rain over just moving over here a little bit. We drove through a little bit of rain and mist coming over Connor Pass to get to Castle Gregory from Ballyferriter. But otherwise, a beautiful drive, very scenic. I was very happy with that. I saw a lake down there, or up there. I can see a waterfall from here actually that I really want to go capture and go hike, and I think that's going to be our objective as soon as we're done here. I'll come down to this little spot near the coastline because there's just some scenic countryside views here. I've already captured one image from right over there. I was going to attempt a panorama, but the sun has gone behind clouds and killed my light, and unfortunately that just kind of killed the mood of the scene. But I think today we're going to get up, we're going to go up and hike in this mountain area here. I've got a few hours, so I think I can manage it. Yeah, I think that's going to be a really fun day. I'm hoping to capture a panorama out here if the light behaves, but I'm not going to give it too much time because I don't have that much time to give. And the clouds are just moving really fast, and the light is changing out here just constantly. So it's really making it just a changing situation, I'm having to act really fast to capture shots out here. So we're gonna hang out here just a little bit longer, hopefully capture a decent image or two before we head over to the lake and waterfall that I see out there that I want to go hike. So I think coming down to the beach before heading up to the mountains is not going to be a waste of time, because I found a composition down here that actually I really, really like. The tide's out right now. As you can see, it's all the way out there, and it looks like it comes up pretty far because a lot of this sand down here is pretty firm, and it makes me think that the tide comes up almost all the way to these rocks. And having the tide being out has allowed us to get over here and find all these kind of patterns and waves in the sand, and it's really cool. It's really colorful too, because we got some lighter sand on top of some darker sand, and the tricky part has been finding an area that hasn't been trampled by footprints. There's people out here right now enjoying the holiday, jumping in the waves. There's some surfers out there that I talked to a little bit ago, and they're out there enjoying the surf. I don't know how they do it. It's gotta be cold as ice out there right now. But this shot is really, really cool because come down here, I've taken the wide angle lens off of my vlogging camera and put it on my 7D Mark II here. Got the tripod down low, and in the foreground here, see if I can point it out to you, we've got a little rock somewhere over here. Try not to trample my shot here. There it is, right down there. And we're using that little rock to anchor the eye heading out through the beach and up towards the mountains. We got a little bit of light playing up on the mountains right now. Oh, it's so few and far between the light working with us today. But I've already captured a series of shots here, and what I've done is I've focus stacked the image because we got that rock just in too close to be able to get sharpness all the way through the image. I've dropped down to f9, ISO 100, and I've got a shutter speed of 1/125th of a second. Man, I can't talk sometimes. And I've focus stacked foreground with the rock, midground, the sand out there, and some of the little natural intrusions, and infinity out to the mountains. And I think in post I'm going to put a 4x5 crop on this image because as at a 3x2, feeling like it's just a bit too much, and a 4x5 is really gonna put the final little touch on this image. And it's a good thing I captured this image already, because there goes a truck, and just like that, ruining the shot. Oh well, already captured it. Now I think we're gonna drive up back towards the mountain pass, see if we can find that lake. I'm trying to find it on my maps.me, trying to find a road for it on my maps.me app, and I'm not finding anything, or not really seeing anything that's gonna get me close that I can make out on that app. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna eyeball it, try to get as close as I can, and then hike it in the rest of the way. I'm sure there's a hiking trail out there. So let's pack up down here and let's head up to the mountain. After a little bit of a hike there, we are up at Dun. I think that's what it's called. God, feels so good to get out of the car for a little bit and hike and get up to a beautiful lake. Oh, it's gorgeous up here. It's so rugged. It's just gorgeous. And the light, of course, is just playing hopscotch and hop Mary and everything else you can think of with us today. But look at that view down there. Oh, yes. Oh, perfect mountain view. Makes me feel like I'm back in Colorado again, except I'm still in Ireland, and it is gorgeous. So let me talk you through this real quick. Right here we've got this little puddle in the rocks here, and the rock edge, which is leading your eye towards that this lake out here in the distance. And then we've got these two other little lakes down here on the left side of the image. To add a little bit more context to it, it's a little distracting, I'll admit. It's not a perfect image, but I still think this emphasizes just the ruggedness and just the beauty of being up here. That's not a word I use often. I'm not much of a sentimental guy, but I'm not afraid to admit that it is gorgeous up here. It is very beautiful. Just increasing my ISO to 640 right here because it's windy, and with a 1/40th shutter speed, that's going to be just too slow to make those grasses stand still. So I'm increasing my ISO so I can drop my shutter speed here, give me something around 200. That should work. I may bump that ISO up a little bit higher, maybe to 800, just to get that a little bit faster. And also we got a little bit of a break in the wind right now. I hope this sticks around. Also, polarizer CPL on the front of the lens because I want to get rid of the glare that's on this puddle and some of the glare that's on the lakes down there. And it's also making the grass just a little bit greener and the rocks just a little bit browner. And we've got a little bit more sunlight here so I can drop my shutter speed even more. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Got a nice histogram right now. The sun is out. We're getting towards midday, so it's not the best shooting times. Hopefully I can, this afternoon, get something a little bit more dynamic, but just taking this shot here real quick. Ooh, this is playing very well. We've got some clouds just dancing across across the sky here, and it's making the sunlight just dance across. Out in the distance here, it's just making the light just dance across the way. Oh, it's a beautiful image up here. It's a beautiful scene. Switch to a 2-second timer. That was just a test shot earlier. 2-second timer, late camera shake. Ooh, maybe it was blustery right there. We're gonna take that shot one more time as soon as we get a little bit of wind die down here. We've got another lake just up the way there, and I want to get up to that. I think that's what I saw driving down. I only got a quick glimpse as we were driving down Connor Pass because I was in the driver's seat, and in Ireland, driving on the left-hand side, the driver's seat is in the right seat. So that makes it a lot harder to look off into the distance and catch what's going on in the scenery here. Okay, I'm gonna increase my shutters a little bit here, get a better foreground image. 250th of a second, wait for the wind to kind of stop here. Okay, 2-second timer. Yeah, that's really beautiful. I haven't engaged the polarizer all the way because I feel like that's eliminating just a little bit too much contrast from the image. So I've just engaged it part of the way, but oh, gorgeous, gorgeous image, gorgeous scene up here. And I've got it all in myself right now because most of the people that have stopped at this stop to come hike up here have walked back down. Oh, so beautiful up here. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more driving around, a little bit more hiking, see what else I can find. Probably hike up to this lake here. I'm hoping that's my goal for today. I've got a few more hours left, but let's just do it.